Hey everyone, this is Jeff from Metal Guy Reacts, back to bring you another reaction video. Today I'm going to be listening to another Tom Macdonald spoken word. This is Anarchy. Yeah, I've been really liking these pieces. Again, they're kind of short snippets of his lyrical writing ability and just, yeah, again, the spoken word aspect of it. And this one came recommended by a few people on the last couple ones I did. So yeah, keep those recommendations coming. I'm not sure in total how many of these he has out. The videos are also usually very simple, but good and just add to the spoken word. So let's jump right into this. This is Tom Macdonald doing Anarchy.
I got away from all the chains they tried to lock me up with. I wasn't made for 9-to-5s or working in construction. I never fit the system, my description is the suspect. I gave him all the finger, then I rode into the sunset. And I don't want to be promoted, I don't need to raise a buck. And I don't want the Christmas bonus or the new company truck. Keep that silly uniform I had to wash and dry. I'm not a brick that's in your wall, but you're a thorn that's in my side. I was born to not comply with all the orders and defy all of the horrors I survived. I feel like normal's a disguise, and I don't want an application or a half-an-hour lunch or a cubicle to work a job that I don't even love. My veins are full of gasoline, my motor's made of stolen parts. I've tightened all the nuts and bolts, but I don't want to work on cars. The system's trying to smother me, but anarchy is in my heart. They slash my tires and cut my brakes. I'll crash now if it even starts. My boss don't even know that I make music he would care about. He thinks I'm just some stoner stacking boxes in a warehouse. I got dreams and goals and things I'm told are worth to keep aspiring. When music is my full-time job, then nobody can fire me. But right now it ain't hiring. My groceries expiring. My rent is due. My phone is off. The extra shifts are tiring. I know I'm made for more than what my resume reflects. The government is trying to dumb me down with guns and booze and sex. I'm not a salesman, I couldn't sell beer in the prohibition. I've never been the type to make a living off commission. I'm no good at wearing suits or doing taxes for a business. I want to count some money, not the hours and the minutes. I'm not a carpenter, a lawyer, a doctor. I'm not a waiter or a teacher or a cop or a plumber. I'm not a tradesman or an architect, an engineer, a pilot or a mailman. I'm something that don't fit into their perfect little game plan. I'm me. And they can try to kill my spirit with overtime when the barn burns. But if there's one thing I ain't scared of, it is long days and hard work. So they can pay themselves $1 while I only make a cent. But I will stack up all my pennies till they're higher than the fence. Then I'll climb them like a ladder and jump to the other side. Spend the nickels that I made on a taxi or hitch a ride. Bet they never thought they'd see the day I left them to survive and use the system that they built to leave their system all behind.
Man, that was one of the best I think I've heard so far. He does such a great job of breaking these down so organically, where whatever feeling or emotion he's trying to convey, he does it eloquently and simply. Because I keep saying this, and I've said this in so many of the other music videos that I've watched, and again, this is spoken word, but in music and in lyrics, one of the biggest, I think, tough spots is to find the middle ground between keeping something simple but also elegant, because you could just spell things out. You can just say, this stresses me out, I don't like this. But something that makes a lot of songs and writing universal is when people can put their own feelings into it. So finding that middle ground is almost impossible for a lot of songwriters, and they can't find that middle ground where they're speaking to a lot of people, but the lyrics are not, they're not just on the nose. They're very eloquently done, and he does that. So that's what I was getting at, is that he's found that spot of being eloquent, but being universal, being simple, yet being on point. Because, simplicity is not by itself, or is not on its, simplicity doesn't mean that it's bad or negative. It means that you only use the words you needed to use to get something across. And a lot of times, I think, especially if you ever go to school for writing, or when you're in school and you're doing a lot of writing, sometimes people say, how can I write a 5-page story? Well, try writing a 1-page story. A 1-page story can be even harder to write because you have to be so concise. And again, he does that. So another great suggestion. I think I have one more coming up on my list, but let me know in the comments below if there's more of these I should be checking out. And don't forget to subscribe to the channel if you haven't already done that, and I will catch you in my next reaction video.